Good morning and welcome to another food video. Today I'm going to be eating like my 18-year-old self. 18 was a really big year for me. I graduated from high school, moved off to Boston and away from home for the first time. Freaking loved it. I had an amazing roommate, so many friends, a great experience freshman year. I went skydiving. I went on a couple different trips this year. I got a couple tattoos at 18. Don't worry, I got this one redone. It looks much better now. And I did college shenanigans like getting my hand taped to my knee and still using terms like on fleek. To be truthful, I don't really remember like what my typical diet was in high school when I was 18. So I'm going to be eating like I did in college when I first moved to Boston. I went to Emerson College, if you didn't know. The food when I went, I don't know how it is now, but when I went, the food was not great. So there were very few things that I enjoyed and would just like keep cycling through all of those things. So I'm gonna be doing one day today and another day some other weekend when I have time. In the car, going to the store to pick up a few things. And yep, okay, I'll see you later. The breakfast that I'm going for today is typically what I would have in the dining hall. Dining hall wasn't great, but I loved going to the dining hall for breakfast. So this is typically what I would have. It's a little bit different than usual, but I think it's relatively accurate. So the first thing, I would have Lucky Charms. This is the bowl that I have at home. This is like probably 3 times as deep as the bowls that we had at Emerson. So I didn't eat very much of it. It was like the tiniest freaking bowl. And then I loved having strawberry yogurt, which they were out of when I went to get it, so that's a bummer. But my thing with yogurt, like if I'm eating plain yogurt, I don't want it to be chunky, so strawberry yogurt is really hard for me to find where it's not chunky. But I found this at the store, which it would not have had in the dining hall, but they would have had something like this at Einstein Bagels, which we had on campus. So while it's not accurate to my dining hall breakfast, it's still something I ate pretty frequently. I normally would have a banana in the dining hall, but our bananas are not quite ripe yet. And then on Tuesdays was hash brown day. Loved Tuesdays. So picked up a hash brown at McDonald's right down the street. And then I have half a peanut butter and jelly. I did take the crust off. Don't like the crust. I've talked about this before. Having half a peanut butter and jelly or a full peanut butter and jelly sandwich was pretty typical for me in the dining hall. And then I would have a glass of water with breakfast. So that's what I'm eating today. This honestly is starting to feel a little nostalgic. Oh my gosh. Man, what a breakfast. Also, with the Lucky Charms, I don't like these like cardboard tasting things, so I would eat it pretty strategically, but if I ever got to a point where there was only that and no marshmallows, I would stop eating and got made fun of like crazy for doing that. So I'm gonna enjoy my Lucky Charms. Oh my gosh. I haven't had these in a while. Lucky Charms honestly just taste like college now because I had them so much. Like I said earlier, there were very few foods at Emerson that I liked. Just reminds you of that time in your life, you know? See, now this would have been a good day when you're left with only marshmallows. Not gonna lie though, this spread does feel a little bit incomplete without a banana. Oh my gosh. These style hash browns. The hash browns that Emerson had were always triangular. And usually when I see this style of hash brown, it's like ovular, like this one, or like a rectangle. I've never seen the triangle ones anywhere else but at Emerson. Not gonna lie, I do kind of miss hash brown Tuesdays. Actually, absolutely called them Tater Tuesdays. There was one year where Valentine's Day was on a Tuesday, so it was Tater Tuesday on Valentine's Day. And I definitely took a picture and then made a Napoleon Dynamite reference on it. Pretty good. I do kind of miss the dining hall now that I have to like cook breakfast and stuff. Over jellied this. Definitely put too much jelly in that. The only thing I have left is this water and my yogurt. I'm starting to feel full already. Going to Emerson, I feel like I could have eaten 5 servings of this breakfast and still felt hungry. I think it's because going to school in downtown Boston, like you're walking everywhere, and I took the stairs a lot. These strawberries are incredibly sweet. Oh my goodness. I'm still so bad at looking here and not at myself in the viewfinder. There's way more berry and granola in here than yogurt. And you need a good ratio of all the things, you know what I'm saying? Also pretty sure when I said that I was looking at myself in the viewfinder again right after saying that I would work on looking here. So 1 point for me. Back in the car. So it is like 2 o'clock now. I'm so hungry. I've been hungry for like the past hour and I've just been too lazy to go pick up lunch. But I am very excited for it. One of the things I ate all the time in college was cheese pizza with pesto sauce on it. Oh, there's a cute little bird. Anyways, yeah, it was like a personal sized pizza, so like little pieces like twice as big as that. And I don't know if anybody's seen like my first video, I think it was, where I talked about my weird pizza allergy. Doesn't really make any sense. Need to get that figured out. But anyway, I can have cheese bread from Little Caesars. So I'm packing pesto to just put on top. And then I also have Ruffles, which this cheddar and sour cream kind I eat all the time. And then I have, oh, where is it? A macadamia nut Cliff Bar. I eat them almost every single day. That's my favorite kind. The like ultimate Lex drink in college was this Nantucket nectar. Apple's my favorite. I also had pomegranate and pear, which I'll have later. The lighting's so bad, but I'm so excited. You have no idea. There's so neat. Did you ever have foods in college that you ate, like, all the time?
I always got the egg salad sandwich. Everybody was like, ew, you're weird. I'm like, I don't care.
Oh, there's just taste so much like being back at school. I haven't had something like this in so long. While we're on the topic of this pizza thing, I want to share this story where my roommate one day had gotten one of these pizzas, and like I said, they were very small, but for whatever reason she didn't finish eating hers and saved it for like the next day or whatever, and puts it in the microwave and it instantly catches fire. So I'm in our room at the end of the hall and she comes running and screaming and like chucking stuff at me to go help her fan the smoke out so we aren't like those people that set off the alarm. Really, that she's not the person to set off the fire alarm, especially where we lived on the 14th floor, so it was quite a trek to get downstairs for fire drills. Somehow, amazingly, the fire alarm did not go off, which also is kind of questionable, just like the pizza instantly catching fire. They smell so good. It smells like I'm in college again. The Ruffles, I would get a big bag of them from the Max, which was the store in my building. But it was cool because, so one of the other buildings had the C store. I had the Max, which was part store, part cafe, where I would also get the pizza. But anyway, I would get a big bag of these Ruffle chips and then usually like gummy bears or gummy worms or something.
And like,
Cliff Bars I would eat all the time in the morning and like around lunchtime because I was typically in class from 10 to 2, prime lunch hour, you know. So I would pack Cliff Bars with me all the time and snack on those. To kind of help better understand how I was at 18, here is a video that I created the summer after my senior year of high school, but before I moved to Boston. I just had so much energy and personality and passion for life that I feel like doesn't show through as much now as it did then. Honestly, probably peaked around that age, but it is what it is.
One of the risks of being quiet is that other people can fill your silence with their own interpretation. So let me tell you a little bit about me.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Hi, I'm Lex. Nice to meet you. I was born on April 17th, 1997 in Portland, Maine. Being a girl from Maine, my favorite food is seafood. Naturally. I love being outdoors in God's creation, especially on the water. I just find it really beautiful and really, really peaceful. The weather also greatly influences my mood and how I'm feeling on a particular day. I love animals. I think it is so cool that there are so many different species. They're just like really breathtaking, super fascinating. I don't know, I just think it's really great. And this is my new puppy, Marshall. I absolutely love Ninja Turtles because the creator, Kevin Eastman, actually graduated from the same high school as me. It's just a reminder that even though I come from a small town, I can accomplish big things. I love to laugh, and I seriously think laughter is the best medicine for any situation. Anyone who knows me knows I have a sick obsession with tie-dye. Seriously, probably like half the things I own are tie-dye. This is just a small fraction of it, but it's like my favorite thing in the world. And also, you gotta have the staple tie-dye laces for your Converse. I love bandanas. I don't know, I think they're just super cool, super fun. I enjoy them. I love music. It is a huge comfort in my life. Seriously, it's gotten me through so much. I love dancing to it, like when in doubt, dance it out, girl. If I was an emoji, I'd probably be one of these ones. I don't know, I stick my tongue out a lot.
Oh my god, I'm a Chipotle. Chipotle is my life.
Seriously though, I probably go to Chipotle at least once a week. It's really bad, but it's just so good. It is my favorite place to eat out. I can't help it. Just come on, like, look at that bowl. Just give it a minute. It is delicious. Just wow. Ugh. I am an aspiring author and filmmaker. I'm going to Emerson College in the fall, and Friends is my all-time favorite TV show. Go Kevin Bright, because he is also an Emerson grad. I absolutely would not be myself without my faith. It is everything to me. I think consistency is super boring. I don't know, I just get sick of the same thing over and over again. So I love traveling and trying new things, experiencing new places, meeting new people. It's just freaking great. By the way, this gelato was so good. Oh my gosh. I find it more comfortable to wear one sock than two, and my spirit animal is an orca whale. I love love, and I love buying people presents. I don't know, it's just my thing. I just really enjoy it. I think it's freaking awesome. I'm a very forgetful person. I love trivia. I think it's so fun. I'm drawn to cool colors over warm colors. Daisies are my favorite flower. I've been dancing the past 15 years of my life. I love to watch hockey, and I have a tattoo. That's me. Always remember who you are and what you stand for.
Okay, so for dinner, here I am in voiceover mode. I would typically get the vegan station. The vegan station was so good. The lines, though, were so long and it would take forever. But anyway, it was one of the only palatable things for dinner in the dining hall. So when I first started going, there was the sweetest woman named Val who worked there. And then the next year, I don't know the guy's name, I can't remember, but he would like call me the spicy girl because I would get sriracha in my vegan bowl. And then he would make weird comments like, I typically would shower before dinner, so he'd like comment on how I smelled. Or I think one time he compared me to Britney Spears, which... But anyway, I digress. For dinner at the vegan station, I would typically get rice noodles and quinoa. In the one that I'm making, I didn't have quinoa. I couldn't find it, so I just put in brown rice, which is what I would have done at school if they didn't have it. And then in the one I made, I put in peas, corn, and mushrooms, which the veggies changed all the time. Peas and corn were pretty typical, but I would also put in summer squash, zucchini, and chickpeas. depending on how I was feeling and what was available. And apparently I had green beans a lot too for dessert. I loved the vegan brownies. Whatever brand that I tried wasn't my favorite because it wasn't super sweet. I think just because like it had dates and seeds as some of the top ingredients. And then I had my Nantucket nectar, like I mentioned, and I love them. I loved opening them and reading the facts. So interesting. So to be honest, I'm not feeling great, but I'm going to have a really quick, very small snack before I go to bed. I didn't finish this with dinner, so I'm gonna drink some of that. And then I had this guac so freaking much in college, so I'm gonna have that and some Tostitos. There's a video I just found where Kristen Bell and Josh Gad take a BFF test. So I'm gonna eat this and watch that and go the heck to sleep. I just rubbed my book in guac. Oh no. It's really insane to me, like the amount of nostalgia that I felt all day. This is just from being in college like 5 years ago. So I wonder what like eating my childhood favorite foods for a day would be like. Crazy, because like the taste and smells of these have been nuts. Oh my gosh. Like, I ate these foods literally so much because our food on campus was not the best. So like the meals that I've eaten today, and snacks and stuff, like I probably had every other day, if not every day. Like it was very often that I was eating all these things. So like naturally I got pretty sick of eating them all the time. It's insane to like, it's been a few years since I've had any of these foods. It's crazy nostalgic, oh my gosh. So thank you so much for spending a day with me eating like I'm 18 and reminiscing on some of my time in high school and college. And yeah, okay, bye. Not to flex on you or anything, but this was the view outside my freshman dorm room. So